Hey guys, it's Sam with The Blind Life. So today I did a thing. So as you probably saw from the title of this video, today we are unboxing and I'm going to be giving my first thoughts about the brand new Apple Vision Pro. I just got back from the Apple store where I did a full 1 hour, probably an hour and a half demo. So I had a chance to spend some time with it, going through a bit of the setup, and I'm going to give you my first initial thoughts. You guys have been bombarding me with requests for this. You guys want to know how well the Apple Vision Pro is going to work for the blind and visually impaired community, and that's what we're going to find out. I'm going to spend about a week using this device as much as possible, trying to go through all the different aspects of it, focusing heavily on the accessibility of this and the practical uses for the blind community. At the end of that week, I will make a video sharing everything I've learned about the device and give you my final thoughts on if this, the brand new Apple Vision Pro, might be a good device for you. Alright, the Apple Vision Pro box follows the same design style that Apple has with all of their products. Very white, clean, minimalistic. Just like on a lot of them, you have a little pull tab here. And then another one on this side. And then it should slide right off. And there we go. First look at the new Apple Vision Pro headset. Let's see if we can just pop it right out. Yep, comes right out. It has this little lens cover, kind of like a little sock material over the glass here. Set that aside for a second. What else do we have in the box? I know we have a cleaning cloth. Here is more paperwork. This is a different type of head strap. So the Apple Vision Pro comes with the very elastic, soft fabric strap that simply goes around the back of your head, but there isn't any kind of support across the top of your head, like we often see in other VR headsets. But they do give you that option as a secondary option, and that is nice, because we're going to talk about the weight of the device here in a minute. Also in the box, we get the battery pack, and this battery pack lasts anywhere from 2 to 4 hours. It does have a USB Type-C port on the end here, so this is how you would charge up the battery, but you can also plug this into external power using the provided wall plug here, and then you would get essentially infinite power. And you get a USB Type-C charging cable. All right. This is your little padded insert that blocks out, I think they call it a light shield. It blocks out the light when you're wearing it and also makes it comfortable. Okay, and that is everything that comes in the box by default. You can also get a carrying case. You can also get an extra battery. And then you can also opt to get prescription lenses inserted into the Vision Pro. So if you wear prescription glasses, you cannot wear glasses with the device, but you can have your prescription inserted into the lenses on the inside of the device. That also is an extra charge. All right, let's take a quick look around the device. First, let's take off our little cover here. This just pops off. That's kind of a nice little addition to keep your screen nice and clean, because this is made of mostly metal and glass. Your light shield here pops in and out, and it's just held in by magnets. And then your little padded portion here is also just held in by magnets, and you can swap that out. One comes on it, and then you have another one as well. Walking around the device, you have two main buttons. They're both located on the upper edge of the goggles here. You have a single button on the left side, and then you have the digital crown, which is also a button on the right. Essentially the same button layout as an Apple Watch. Towards the back by the strap here, you have a dial. It's called a fit dial. This tightens up the back here, so once you put it on, you can crank it and tighten it down. On the left side, kind of in the same spot, you have where the power cord attaches. All right, let's put it on for the first time. Now this one has been sized for my head specifically. Like I said, once you get it on, you adjust this dial on the back, the fit dial, to tighten it up. All right, let's talk about my initial first thoughts about the unit after literally only having about an hour and a half demo at an Apple store. First thing I will say about this is, holy crap, the build quality on this is amazing. Like, this is by far the nicest wearable device I have ever held in my hands. As I said before, it is mostly made out of metal and glass. And so that really gives it a very premium feel. The design of everything, the way it all fits together, the very small tolerances here, I mean, there's no wiggle or anything. As far as build quality, 10 out of 10, honestly. No complaints about build quality at all. My first thoughts on comfort. Because it is mostly glass and metal up here, it is heavy on the front of the head. I will be honest. Some of these wearable devices will offset the heaviness in the front by putting a battery pack in the back to kind of balance. The eSight 4 does that. I think the Quest kind of does something similar, and that helps. This does not have anything like that. All the weight is on the front. It's not bad though. This strap around the back does a really good job of supporting everything, and you've got really good cushion around your face, so it is comfortable. And then you get it sized specifically for you. When you go into the Apple store or when you order it online, there's a way to size your face to make sure they get you the right size face shield and the right size unit for you. And even me with my giant head, this feels fine. Now, if that front weight is a concern, as I said before, they do give you this top head strap that you can use. And this puts a strap over the top of your head to help support the front. Now, my thoughts so far based on my experience is I'm a little concerned. I did not have the best experience at the demo at the Apple store. The young lady that helped me, her name was Haley. She was great. She was super patient, but we ran into a lot of problems. The number one thing is that despite what the Apple employees say, they are not experts in accessibility, especially really high-level voiceover accessibility. We spent most of the time them looking through manuals to try and figure out how to control what the voiceover gestures were. So, first thing I'll say, if you go to take a demo, go to do a demo, and if you are considering this device, absolutely 100,000%, I highly recommend doing a demo first. But if you are a voiceover user, if you know you're going to be using voiceover with this device, do some research first. Try to learn the basic voiceover gestures. All the gestures are essentially pinches, finger, index finger, middle finger, ring finger pinches, pinch and hold. Definitely try to get just a basic knowledge of how those voiceover gestures work, because it is super frustrating to get in there and not know how to control this thing, and you wish it were the same as on your phone or your iPad. It's like, oh, if there was just a screen there, I could 2-finger double tap and that would solve the problem, but no, we can't do that. So I did not have a good experience, mainly because of that. I also think maybe the demo unit wasn't working properly. So I just had a call with my contact at Apple Accessibility, and we were talking about the experience. And he agreed that there may have been something funky going on with that unit because it should not have been acting the way it was acting. So I'm not going to let that dissuade me from this device. Based on that experience, I would not recommend it to anybody. But I think that was a random thing. Like I said before, I'm going to spend the week going over this thing as much as possible to try and figure it out and give a proper and fair evaluation so I can let you guys know if this is a good option or not. This is such an amazing device and so futuristic. So I absolutely, being a tech guy, I absolutely want to use this for everything it can do, but it's got to be accessible. And that's what we're going to find out. All right, guys, stay tuned. As I said, a full review video coming out in the very near future. If you have any questions about the Apple Vision Pro, let me know. You can leave those in the comments down below. You can send me an email, sam@theblindlife.net. Check out my website, theblindlife.net. Follow me on all the other social media like Instagram and TikTok. And also check out the podcast. I'm going to be doing podcasts about the Apple Vision Pro as well. The Blind Life podcast is available on all your major podcast platforms. But that is it for this one, guys. This is Sam with The Blind Life. I will see you next time.